Hey Boo Buddies, Anya here, back again with more shenanigans in the notebook, and we are going to make a new setup for a not so new project. So we're going to do what we've been doing this whole notebook, and we're going to make a bingo card, but it's going to be a slightly bigger bingo card because 24 squares is not enough for the bingo card. So we're going to get the, and I've messed up already. I've really okay. So we're going to get a piece of paper and draw our bingo card on the piece of paper and glue it into the notebook because apparently I can't be trusted with permanent pen marker type writing utensils. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to start a new worksheet for a not so new project because we want to finish projects. I remember this time last year when October was happening last year. I was like, riding the high of publishing a new picture book and feeling good and feeling on top of the world. And I was like, I'm going to ride this out and I'm going to publish 3 books in 2024. And I published no books in 2024. And I finished nothing in 2020. I made progress. I absolutely made progress, but I did not finish and I did not publish, and I am sad. So we're going to keep going forward because that's all we can do. And we're going to finish some of these worksheet style because, we're bullet journaling worksheet style. We're doing it homework style. We're doing it worksheet style. We're not doing it calendar style. I don't know. I got the music today. Okay, so we're going to fix our mistake. And so we've got a extra long bingo card. So what do we got? We got 6. I think it's 6. It's 7 by 5, so we have 35 squares instead of 25 squares for a bingo card. And before I glue it in, I'm just going to add a little bit using some scrap cardboard as a protector for the table. And then we're going to glue it in. No, before we glue it in, we're going to transfer our notes from the pencil scraping notes, and we're to a Post-it because Post-its are our friends, and we'll just transfer our notes over here, and then we will glue this piece of paper, and then we can start. Then we can finally start. Okay, so if you have seen my stuff in the past, you will know that I've got some cute little ghosty art prints, and I only sell them in person because I'm scared of shipping labels. But no. That's a different story. But I really want to start having more books and more stories on my display, both and at in-person things and non-in-person things. Just the metaphorical display as well as the literal display. So we are going to turn some of those prints into storybooks. It's like gasp! I know. So this is not a starting new project. This is more of a focusing to finish a running project. So we're going to start with one of my favorite prints. It's actually one of everybody's favorite prints, which is the Ghosties Camping. So we're going to make a camping ghost storybook. And we're going to put way too many stickers because this little, it's kind of a bingo board. But it's kind of a vision board. Wow, I sounded way too gross when I said vision board, but I don't know what else to call it. It's a vision board. We're going to add some stickers. We're going to add some elements that we want to make sure get included in the book, or they might just be inspiration for the book. But we're also going to fill in the squares with things that we think our ghosties should do in our storybook. And so it's going to be kind of a brain dump and an excuse to have stickers, because at the end of the day, the whole existence of paper is an excuse to have stickers. right? Okay, so we're just gonna brain dump some ideas into our bingo card. It's not really a bingo card, but it's kind of a bingo card. I don't know what else to call it. So it's just our bingo card. So what are things that we want our ghosties to do? And if you can read my pigeon scratch handwriting, then you're amazing. But you know, we need things like them going on a nature hike, and some things that they will find on a nature hike, and some things that they will do when they set up camp, and what they will do at the camp. And I am not a camper. Like, it's not a thing I choose to do for fun. I've been camping a handful of times in my existence, but it's not something I choose to do. So like, if I'm gonna run out of ideas really fast, because it's not something I generally do, but it's way too cute and it's way too fun to not explore. So what is everybody's favorite camping activity? Like, go ahead and leave in the comments if you wouldn't mind, just to help me with my brainstorming process. If you don't mind sharing, like, something that you like doing when you go camping, or something you've always wanted to do when you go camping, or, you know, just what your favorite part about being on a camping trip. How do you do, guys? Help me with my brainstorming, and I might do it. I might not do it. It might already be on my list. But like, look, I filled out all my things, and there's still some space left over. Okay, now we need the writing notebook. We can't just have it in our bullet journal. We need our writing notebook. So we need a fresh page to go into the writing book. And you've probably seen me do this before. If you've seen me use the writing notebook, you probably know what is coming next. But we need a fresh page for this project. And we're going to divide this page into 4 sections, 2 columns, 4 sections. Okay. So the first one is going to be where we put any title ideas we come up with. Then we're going to have our illustration index. This is for the things that are done. So the last one, the bingo card brain dump page, that's for the things that we need to do. And the illustration index here, this is for the things that already exist. And then the specs section, which I'm not sure if that's the right term. Like, it makes sense in my mind, but like, I don't know if I'm using that term correctly. Like, that's where I do like the logistics of, like, what is the book gonna look like how many pages, how many inches, what size, what kind of color scheme goes on the cover. Like, do you do a matte cover, do you do a gloss cover, like things like that. That's what I call the specs. And right now all I know is it needs to be 64 pages. It needs to be a minimum of 64 pages. And we've got 35 sections on our brain dump, and then we have some done. So let's go ahead and put them in the index and check our work. So yeah, these are the ones that are already done. And okay, so we're just gonna have to see which ones we already have and make sure we're not imagining too hard or forgetting anything. So we get credit. So we get credit for all the things that we've done, right? Okay. So yeah, we just gonna write down what we already have, and the bug spray. The bug spray might be my favorite thing. I think it's funny. I don't know. There's something about watching cutesy characters struggle against tiny mosquitoes that I just think is funny. Or it's cute anyway. I don't know. But I love it. So it looks like I've got 6 illustrations in this done. And we need a minimum of 64, and we need lots of stickers. And it turns out that I don't have a lot of camping, woodsy, outdoorsy stickers that would go well with this brain dump, because I don't do this sort of thing on a regular basis. It's okay. We don't need to exhaust stickers and obsess about that. They're there to make it fun. They're there to keep it interesting. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to do this along with all the other projects we've already started. We're going to do this, guys. Come watch my progress. I swear I'm going to finish something. There will be something. So let's see how we do as we go. Here we go. Okay, guys, it is the next day, and I got woke up with an idea in my head. So I'm been searching through all of my old art because I was looking for this one. I was looking for this one. Oh my gosh, look at how bad this is. So I wanted to turn this into an art print for my shop, and so I took a picture on my iPad, and then I import the picture into the Procreate, and I'm gonna draw the same thing into the Procreate and turn it into a fun little art print, because I think Ghosty, Boo, and Cat going trick or treating in a wagon uh, is the only thing keeping me happy this year. Like this right here. This is the embodiment of my joy. It is only this. It is only this idea that is keeping me going. These two going trick or treating. This this will keep us alive. Okay, so one of the other things I want to start doing more of in my vlogs is not only keeping myself honest and updating on my projects, but also showing more start to finish of my artwork, because AI is real and it is not going great for creatives right now. We're in the stage of new technology where it sucks. It just sucks. And I'm applying to a lot more shows, and I want to apply to bigger shows, and they want you to prove that you don't use AI, and I don't use AI. And they also ask you about tracing, and I'm like, I trace my own work. Like, see what I'm doing here? Like, this is mine. I drew this. I drew this back in like 2017, 2018. Like, it's old, but it's mine. I drew it. It's bad. That's how I know it's mine. No, I drew it, and I'm gonna redraw it, but I gotta digitize it. I gotta make it pretty, and I gotta make it mine now. So I know this is not what they mean by tracing, but I don't know what they mean by tracing. Like when they say, like no traced artwork, I'm like, what is that? I don't really understand what that term, how they're using it. Like you mean like just straight up copied? Like why wouldn't you say copied if that's what you meant? So I'm missing something. I swear. I swear I'm not stupid. Just like I trace my stuff. I like to sketch on paper and then redo digitally. I don't like to sketch straight into digital. That's for younger, cooler, neater people than me. I like to do paper and marker and feel the drag of the marker as it drags across that paper. I like to hear the sound. Shush, Anya, you're being weird. You're being weirder. But yeah, but we're gonna make this, a bit more what these characters grew up to be. And, yeah, like, I know that's not what they mean. I know that's not what they mean. But, like, whenever people are like, no traced artwork, I'm like, wait, am I gonna get in trouble for my product? Am I gonna get in trouble on accident? Or so, like, that's the backlash of, like, when things are being ridiculous, then there's usually like a pushback that puts a lot of people who aren't being ridiculous in trouble for no good reason. And I remember some of the no tolerance things that happened with things back in that. But that's a different. I just don't want to get in trouble for an honest misunderstanding. So I don't want there to be a misunderstanding. Like I use reference photos. I use references. I get inspired by other people's work. So I do like, oh yeah, that's cool. I want to do something like that, but I don't trace other people's work. I don't copy, you know. But like trick or treating in a wagon, like come on, like you'll see a bunch of images that have something like this somewhere. I don't even remember where I was like, oh, let's do a wagon. Where did I get that idea? I don't remember, because again, I drew this back in like 2017, 2018. I don't remember which year it was, but it was, it was before the 2020. It was before then. It was long before then. Trick or treating was still fun. So, yeah, I don't know. But, we get to digitize it and we get to make it all like something that we want and make it right. Whereas with the marker, you kind of just, oh, I put the mark down. I guess I'm stuck. Got to work with it. And that's fun too. I like those challenges, but making it into a print means we can make it all kinds of pretty. Oh yeah, this has nothing to do with your book that you spent all that time setting your notebook up to work on. Okay, back to book, guys. We went to the library. And by we, I mean like me and the thought of you, the thought of all of you. I went to the library and I got way too many picture books. And some of these are for me, and some of these are just because, and some of these are because one of my friends like, hey, I got this idea. I want to try a picture book for kids. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, of course you would. We made some progress, guys. Look at the words we wrote. We wrote some words. We're going to record our words in our little word recording tracker because Nano sucks, and we're not doing that. Okay. So it's Thursday now, and I have moved to couch and to draw. I am drawing. I am working. You see, I am working, but I am working from couch. It is October, and I really like watching Halloween specials on the couch and drawing and pretending to work. I am working. This is real work, but oh my gosh. And then this weekend I have IACon. And I am not in a position to do convention vlogs at this time. That is just one too many extra things. I am sorry. I will not have any footage of the amazingness that will be the IACon extravaganza. So I will end it here for my weekly update, my new weekly update. And I will show you guys where the print finished. Okay, so that's my vendor booth bingo game for going to AACon that I need to print out. And here's where we are. See, I have a reference photo for my wagon because I want to reference some stuff. But here's where we're at. And we just got a couple details, some shading, and finish up cat. And that'll be this one. Thank you for keeping me honest this week, Boo Buddies. I will see you in the next one.